Alright, part 2 of Welcome to Seattle. So now that we're officially in Seattle now, we have to go and destroy the mobile command center to basically learn the process of doing that. That's more or less the point of this. This area is kind of tricky. I did die during here. That's why I'm looking at that entranceway, because one of the guys that was over there got one hell of a grenade throw and just wrecked my shit. The reason that this is, I feel like this first one is pretty difficult, just because you don't have any of your powers. And see, that's like one of those moments where I forget that if you run up on an enemy and they don't know you're there, you can instantly subdue them or kill them depending on which path you're going. And I could have had like a quick subdue on that guy, but I went and fucked it up. But I got on that one, and I don't know what the fuck was going on with him. He was on a path or something. So basically what I do for a good amount of this area of clearing all these guys, I just kind of like hang on the rooftop. Eventually I do go down there, just because it was taking too goddamn long, and I didn't want this whole thing taking like 20 minutes to beat, which it almost ended up. Like, the entire, between these two parts, it was, after I cut down a lot of the footage and cut stuff out, it ended up being like 20 minutes for this whole mission. Those guys are the most annoying ones. The ones that I guess they have like the concrete power, where they're just randomly all of a sudden just jump to different buildings. And they're also the ones that throw the grenades, which are fucking annoying, as I believe I get hit by one pretty soon here. Oh no, yeah, there we go. I knew I remembered I got hit. If you get hit by one of those grenades, immediately just get the fuck out of there, because depending on how many guys are around, the stun from getting hit by the grenade gives all the other guys plenty of time to just completely push your shit in. It can get pretty bad, especially on expert. From most of what I read, difficulty wise, expert really doesn't change much. It's just I believe, I don't know, I'm trying to remember exactly, and that was me just trying to get off the building, but the game wouldn't let me. I think it's more of a matter of skill based than like actual like difficulty. Like, most games, when you put the game to like the highest difficulty, like the game gets harder because like you die quicker or the enemies are tougher. As best as I can tell, like, I'm between this and normal, I can take more or less the same amount of damage. It's just I feel like the enemies are a little smarter, I guess, maybe is the best way I can say it. Like, they will surround you more depending on how many are in a group that you're fighting. I feel like on normal I didn't get surrounded as bad as I occasionally gotten on expert. It doesn't always happen, but it definitely felt like there was like a battle or two where I was getting surrounded somewhat more than I normally would have been. And also, they throw their grenades a fuck ton more than they do on normal. Um, so far, I've gotten pretty lucky in that, but I've had a death or two because of getting hit by a grenade and then immediately getting shot at, like, nearly seconds after. But I think it's like the 7th mission. You'll be able to see, like, I'm taking a lot of damage at a certain point, and I would have been dead if the game was actually like upping like the factor of dying more than it really is. So I feel like the difficulty is more like a skill based upgrade than an actual like health damage and whatnot, like most games do with difficulty. So but eventually when you clear all the guys out, you know, you can finally destroy the command center. The only thing is, like, as soon as you destroy it, you get a little cutscene, but then you get introduced to the heavy gunner concrete guy. I don't even know what his actual name is. He's a son of a bitch. He likes to just shoot the shit out of you. If you get somewhat close to him, he'll do like a football run at you and just shoulder tackle you. And if he combos that with hitting you with his heavy gun, he can kill you pretty quickly. I died twice against this guy on normal, but thankfully I like knew what to do this time, so I was able to use the cover to yeah, so he'll do that. He not only hits you away, but he lifts you up in the air, and it's pretty bad. Another strategy you can do is to get up on like the rooftop, because he doesn't have the ability like the other guys to like jump up. He just can only walk around with this giant gun. I'm not sure how high up he can shoot the gun, so you could possibly go up onto one of the rooftops and not get hit by him at all. I never attempted to figure it out, but what I normally do is like I kind of poke out, hit him with the charge cinder shot, or I forget what the hell it's called, and then occasionally I'll pepper him with headshots when I can. And once he gets this little shield up, you can run behind him and do the subdue. And at this point, I'm just running around, I'm picking up the blast shards from the command center explosion. And really, the rest of this is pretty straightforward. Once you finish your conversation with Reggie, just get the fuck out of that place, because some soldiers will show up, and be moving on to the next mission. So I will see you there. Peace.